Kublai Khan and the Fall of the Mongols. Kublai Khan is the grandson of Genghis Khan, a great leader for the Mongols. He conquered all around, and he was in charge of the China area when the Mongol Empire split apart. Kublai Khan had a great demand for a giant fleet with over 4,400 ships to target Japan, and he demanded it in a year. And he did this in China because China had the greatest technological advantage, and they were very smart and very good at building ships. And with this demand and so many, they had to rush it, and so they did a poorer job than how they would normally do it. It was one of the largest fleets, and it carried over 140,000 soldiers to target Japan. It would have to voyage across 500 miles of ocean. They would leave for Japan, but eventually they would not make it. They vanished somehow, and they're not exactly sure how for sure. But a lot of different clues, and one of the big theory is a typhoon took them out because of Kublai Khan and the poor job that the Chinese builders had to build all those amounts of ships. The first clue they found on a southern island in Japan called Takashima. They found a bronze thing that looked like a stamp, as shown in the picture. It was from the Mongol area because of the lettering. The second clue was a wooden anchor that was found from a Mongol fleet, and the wood was not from Japan, but from China because of how it grew in China but not in Japan. That was the first indication that it was the Mongol fleet, because two marine archaeologists were looking to discover what actually happened, and that's why we're looking for clues. And they eventually found 9 more anchors, and along with all this, they found Mongol helmets, sword blades, arrows, and remains of Mongol warriors. A big mystery is why. No one really knows for sure, but these massive boats, about 230 feet long, got sunk, and no one really knows how. But Chinese, because they were in China, the Chinese built the best ships. So because of the rush Kublai Khan forced them, they were forced to be sloppy, and they did not get. And in this mystery of how the ships got destroyed, over 70,000 men drowned, the greatest number from a naval fleet. And in that time, the Mongol legacies, they were unstoppable for how much they controlled. The Mongol legacy. Kublai Khan eventually ruined the Mongol legacy because of how unstoppable they were, and because they rushed the Chinese to build 4,400 ships in a matter of a year, which is unheard of. The Chinese were forced to have a sloppy job and not do as well as they normally would. And the archaeologists found remains of the ship and all along the Japanese borders. And so Kublai Khan eventually destroyed the Mongol myth of invincibility because of his sloppiness and how he rushed people to go to war.